am going to show you how easy it is to make a business flyer in Canva. Canva is an incredibly powerful tool that I use all the time. I am not a designer. I do not have one design bone in my body except for the fact that I'm Italian, so maybe I have like a little bit of, flair for color or whatnot. I'm stereotyping and I'm just kidding. But I do love Canva. The free version is quite robust, and you don't necessarily need more than that. But you can choose to use the pro version for, I think it's $11 a month, which is hardly anything. What you'll find and how you're able to differentiate between pro and free versions are with anything that has this pro right here means that it's part of the pro package for $11.99 or a little under $100 a year if you buy it all at once. So these are templates in Canva. And if you wanted to make a business flyer, let's pick this one, let's see, it's in the free plan, just for fun. We just click on it and the template itself shows up. Now, where you find everything that you need in Canva is really on the left-hand side. If you ever get lost, you always come back here and you will find yourself again. Let's kind of consider this your desktop. And also know that you can't, like, quote unquote, break anything in Canva. Anything that you do is fixable. So here, for example, you can see that the template has, a little bit of motion to it, and it's got this orange color. If for whatever reason I didn't want to use those colors, but I wanted to keep the shape, I could change that. I could make it gray. I could make it many other colors. Let's say I wanted to make that gray and I wanted to take this edging and I wanted to make it blue, then that's what I could do. You can see that everything is kind of in a square. So this, for example, is a text square that you would also find here. So if you have a text square, you can see that the font is here. If you have a brand font that you normally use, for example, if I use Lato as my font, Lato Bold, it will change it. And you can change the font, make it bigger, smaller, and you can also use these edges, they're like little handles, to make this as big or as small as you want. So there are many ways that you can maneuver Canva. You can also here change the alignment. So right now it's centered, and I think I probably would prefer it that way. I'm going to leave it in white for now. We have this graphic here. This is probably part of the company logo. I'll leave it here for now, but just know that you can move it around. You can, if you want to get rid of something in Canva, you can literally just do that. And if you decide that you want it back, Control Z puts it back. So it's very simple in that regard. If, for example, I want to change this picture, let's say that I feel it's not quite on brand for what I want to do, and maybe I want to move it over a tad. So the way to do this with Canva is we go over to Elements, and they have a number of different choices. You can use graphics, which I personally really love. And there are a lot of great ones in the free program, even better ones in the pro. Stickers are fun. They have so many photos, videos. They also have audio clips if you want to include that. But in this instance, let's say that there are a few things that we want to do. We want to take this image out, and I'm going to just delete the image, but I'm not going to delete the frame. So you see you have this frame here. And I'm going to instead take this infographic, and I'm going to, well, she's going to be a little large there. I'm going to put her here. And actually, I realized once I did this that I don't actually need this frame anymore, because I've decided that I like her right here. Don't worry about the lines. Like, they're not going to show up when you print them out. but you just want to think about how is this looking right now as it is. Another thing that I think is an incredibly cool feature that I want to show you is with text, there are different effects that some of them are not pro, like glow. You can use that and then write something in it. Or you can also, actually, let me go. It's here, effects. You can do things like, let's say maybe here we want to curve our font. We can do things like that. We can also, make it kind of fun in that way. I'm going to just do Control Z, and put it back to where it was. But I did want to show you that that's a possibility. These are icons. They can be moved separately, chosen separately, or replaced. And you can see that there's a description here of what the company does. This could also be your business flyer, who we are and what we do. Very basic information. You're also able to put your phone number, your email, and the way that you link in Canva, it's very simple. This is their URL. So you would just go up here to link, and you would write the URL here. So I'm just going to pretend like the link is doria.com, and I am going to click on it, and voila, now I have a link that has been added, which is shown here. So let's say that I'm happy now with how this looks. Maybe I'm going to move this over a little bit, make it a little more centered. In fact, maybe I'm going to do one other thing here. I feel a little like Bob Ross. For those of you who remember who he is, I'm going to get a little wild and make this hot pink. Just trying to show you what you can do and what is possible. So let's say that we're happy with this and we want to now save this from Canva. What you would do firstly is you want to change the name of the template. And so I'm going to call this business flyer. Then what I would do is I have a couple of options. I can share it, meaning that I can send it to people on my team or other people's emails, I believe, and they can look at it. I can copy the link and send it to them and give them a view only link. But what I want to do is I want to download it. And so in order to do that, I have several suggestions from Canva. I can do a PNG. I also have the option of doing a JPEG, a PDF, which can be quite handy. An SVG is something that is a pro feature. We haven't explored moving images in this video, but there's a lot that you can do with video and MP4s on Canva for free, as well as GIFs. So in this instance, I am going to do what Canva is suggesting here, and I am going to download my piece. So you can see right here, Canva is doing its thinking, and it is showing up right here at the bottom of my toolbar. And if I click on it, it opens up, and there it is. And if I want to save it on my desktop, I am able to do that. So that's kind of the quick and dirty of how you are able to use Canva to make a business flyer, and there are so many other amazing things that you can do with it. What I recommend is that you start by using the free version, play around with it, see how incredible it is, and then there's always a 14-day free trial to check out Pro and see if it has the added elements that really add a lot. It does so much beginning to end. So that is my tutorial on how you can make a business flyer in 10 minutes. For more information, you can always go to SheVenturesPodcast.com. Thanks for listening.